Hey, what is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we will be going over Amazonas Florestall, ticker symbol AZFL. Now, this is a company that has recently popped up on my radar through OTCmarkets.com. It is a way that I find a lot of these penny stocks. Now, this is not a sponsored video, and this is not sponsored by them at all, but it is simply just a way that I find a lot of these stocks. Now, as we can see here, they did pop up in number 3 in the share volume for the day, and so that is really what set off my alert. It is really what let me know what was starting to move today. Now, just an example of why I always love trading stocks with a low price and high volume. Just for a good example, is earlier today, I did make a video on EFIR. Now, this is EGPI Fire Creek Inc., and at the time that I made the video, it was at about 0.001. I made this video at about 11 o'clock, and I did post it around noon. Now, at the time that I did post it, it was sitting at around, let's see if we go all the way back to about 11 o'clock, it was sitting at about 0.001, and from there it did grow over 50% in a single span of about 4 to 5 hours. Now, that is the reason that I do believe this is a fantastic way to find some of these stocks, as they are very volatile, they're very risky, but they can lead to some great benefits if you do play them right. Now, if you do want access to these trades when I do make them, and access to my trade portfolio, as well as early access to the videos that I post on this channel, definitely go down to the link in the description. It'll bring you over to Patreon, and that is where I am fully transparent with all of this information. Also, if you are looking to expand out into a new brokerage or start your own investment journey, I 100% highly recommend using Webull. If you use the referral link down below, you will get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 whenever you only deposit $100. This is a fantastic brokerage with loads of potential, and I cannot wait to continue to use them, as I do believe that they're absolutely phenomenal. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump into it. First off and foremost, we are going to start over on StockTwits. Now, StockTwits is a place that I like to use to kind of gauge the reaction that this company is having within kind of like the penny stock market. StockTwits is a great place to see what people are talking about with this stock, to get updated on some information, and it is what I use to overall just see how much people are talking about them, to kind of gauge the popularity. Well, as we can see here, that over the last couple weeks, they have really seen a growth in message volume. I mean, they're up about 113% in message volume, and it has been absolutely flying. Of course, we have seen that the price has been moving dramatically. They're up on nearly 400% in the last week alone, with today being up over 71%. So this company is absolutely flying. So we have a lot to talk about. So let's get into it, and let's see what is going on with Amazonas Florestall, ticker symbol AZFL. So of course, we are going to start here on OTCmarkets.com just for a brief company overview and just to see what they are all about. Now, Amazonas Florestall is again a company that focuses on innovative and sustainable forest management, industrial CBD and hemp, and the certification and sales of carbon credits. Now, they're headquartered out in Miami, Florida, and Amazonas Florestall Ltd's goal is to become a leader in sustainable forest management, industrial hemp cultivation, and product development, and the certification of carbon credits for native rainforest projects. Now, I know that they do talk a lot about becoming a leader in sustainable forest management, all of these other things, but realistically, their absolute main focus, especially within the last few months, has really been focused on hemp cultivation and CBD products. Now, if we do go over to their website, we can see some of their different products, and we can see what their first and major brand is going to be, and that is going to be Green America Laboratories. Now, Green America Laboratories, or GAL, is set to become the first major processor of hemp biomass in South Florida. They will operate the most advanced extraction equipment made today in a sterile lab environment to process premium concentrations of THC-free cannabinoids and terpenes that are sold in bulk quantities to labs and brand confectioners that do not have extraction capability and require concentrates of legal cannabinoids in their formulas. So what we will take a look at is some of the products. These are going to be the main focus, the main products from Green America Laboratories. Of course, they do have the Florida Black CBD crude oil, which is going to be a high CBD concentrated crude oil extract, and that's going to be sitting at around 60 to 65%. Now, next up, they have the Florida Gold distillates, and that is going to be GAL's premier THC-free high CBD distillate, which is going to be sitting at about 80 to 85%. And then they have the most, the highest percentage, which is going to be the Florida White Pure Isolate, which is a THC-free purified sterile isolate, which is nearly 100% CBD powder. Now, just, thinking about some of these products, we have seen that this is an industry that is growing very fast. There's been a lot of legislation being passed within multiple of the most major countries in the world that's allowing and starting to legalize products just like these. And of course, that is going to be fantastic for them going into forward, as that is going to allow them to keep expanding out their product lines and increasing their consumer base. So what all has started all of this hype, and why did we see such a dramatic increase in not only stock price, but overall interest in this stock? Well, as we do see here, about a month ago on February 16th, now just actually keep this in mind, let's go back to StockTwits. We can see that it really started around the 16th. That is when we started to see a bit of a rise, then it went quiet, then it really popped. And that is going to be because of this news right here. So as we do see here, it says that the company has officially begun the process of reorganization. The company administrators have reinstated the company with the state of Nevada, and its transfer agents rehired auditors to complete all of the pending filings and disclosures and return the company to current status as a pink sheets information tier company. The present due date on the completion of these filings is March 15th, which is about 3 days from now, or on Monday. Now, this is really whenever everybody did start to get excited. This is a company that has been quite quiet over the last couple of years. They've not really been in operations. They haven't really been doing much, but I think they took notice of what all was going on within the cannabis industry and the very, very widespread popularity amongst everything. And I think that they're now trying to capitalize on the industry in which they already have a lot of experience and understanding in. Now, we did get another announcement saying that it has organized a partially owned subsidiary, which is going to be GAL. And of course, that is the company that we looked at just now. But what does get interesting about them is that laboratory in which we were talking about is expected to launch on May 15th of 2021. So if we do go back over here, we can see that of course they are starting production in spring of 2021. They are going to be hiring an experienced team of experts already proven in the field of cannabinoid extracts. Top-notch operators, chemists, and marketers with proven experience in this field have been hired and are now part of the production team. Standardized operating procedures are being set in place to ensure that from day one they will have the best quality and highest CBD concentrates found anywhere in the Southeast. Lastly, the reason that they are focused on Miami is that Miami is a major hub for international passenger and cargo transportation coming in and out of the USA. Now, the reason that this is so important is because, as we will see in a little while, this company is starting to focus on expanding out past Florida as well. And one place that they're looking at very specifically is Mexico, but of course we will talk about that a little while later in the video. So this is another big catalyst that I think is going to be a big moving factor for this company as well. I'm excited to see how the operations do come with this. How fast are they going to get it up, and how fast will they get in operations? When will we start to see revenues? And as we did see here, they're working currently to get out all of the disclosures and filings that we need as investors to determine where their financial status is and what the future is looking like for the company. Now, we did have a quote here from Ricardo Cortez, who is the chairman of the board of Amazonas Florestall, and he said that after almost 2 years without operations, looking for the right business combination to keep the company in the hemp, oil, or cannabis space, my team has been able to align with an important group of investors from Mexico to organize this exciting new subsidiary and establish it as an important player in the processing of industrial hemp biomass in South Florida. So this is really what everyone is so excited about at the moment. People are excited to see what this is going to bring for the company. What is it going to bring for them? How are they going to get their products out? What investors are going to jump on board? And how are they going to be able to grow their business? Now, a very big catalyst that we are seeing here, and something that I'm expecting them to announce a lot of news on soon, is the fact that Mexico is set to legalize marijuana and cannabis across the country. Now, it says here that our teams at Amazonas Florestall and Green America Laboratories are very excited to hear about Mexico's approval of the cannabis legalization bill that would see them become the world's largest market. See you soon, Mexico. So, of course, that does have implications that they are planning a move to Mexico, whether or not they're going to start a lab there or just focus on getting their products there, as again, that is going to be one of the biggest markets in the world. That's very exciting. And we have to think as well, Florida allows them direct access to that because they are such a hotspot for cargo and shipments to come in. And it makes it very, very easy for them to access many of these Caribbean and Central American countries. Now, another very exciting aspect and catalyst of the business that I am looking very forward to is the fact that they are, as they did previously announce, that the company is focused on their return to current status as a pink sheets information tier company. Now, according to their Twitter, they are at 95% of the way there. Of course, we do have due dates that are set on Monday, so I'm expecting us to get some news very, very soon here. This was released about 6 days ago, so I'm really expecting maybe tomorrow or whenever the day you are watching this video, or on Monday, that we will see some news about this, and I think that that's going to be fantastic and a major catalyst for this company, especially going forward. Now, they are not traded on every single brokerage out there, so you definitely have to confirm whether they are traded with yours, but I do believe that this company has loads and loads of potential. I mean, whenever we look at their stock price, it has been absolutely growing. The interest is growing at insane rates as people are looking forward to some of these different catalysts, such as the laboratory being built in May, some of these due dates coming soon on Monday about all the different filings and disclosures in which they're going to have to release. I think people are excited to see what this company is going to bring to the table and how they can change the market. As they did say here that they are going to be one of the only ones in Florida to be doing what they are doing, and that is going to be big for them because Florida is such a big hotspot. And I've been saying it time and time again that just because there's a lot of competition right now, you know, you look at some of those companies like High Tide up in Canada, or you know, you look at some of the other ones in the United States, we have to consider, even though they are being dominant right now and they have 70 different retail stores, right? That doesn't mean that there's a very large barrier to entry. The cannabis and the legal marijuana business, it is just growing, and it is only going to continue to grow over time as more countries do legalize it, such as Mexico recently, and as more states do legalize it, as we did see within Hawaii. And so with that being said, I think that it is important for many of these companies, if they want to try to capitalize on it, to try to capitalize on it, because I still think that there is a lot of market share to be captured right now, even by smaller companies who are just jumping back in the game. So with that being said, that is an overall breakdown of what this company does, what some news about them has been. I think we are going to be getting a lot more news here soon. So if you are interested in any of that, definitely let me know. Again, as we have seen, this month has been quite wild. From February 16th, whenever we did get that news, it has slowed down, but as we have seen, this stock does react off of news a lot, and I genuinely would not be surprised to see, as more news to come out, that we will see it continue to climb. I personally did let my Patreon members know that I will be starting a position into this company. I think there's some short-term profits to be made with some tight stop losses just in case, as this thing may have the potential to fall a good bit, and it may be a better trade in another place for another day. But with that being said, if you guys do want access to the trades I make on this stock when I do make them, again, hit that link in the description. It'll bring you my Patreon, and I'm fully transparent with all that information there. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, you can let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel. With that being said, I do post on this channel 2 to 3 times every single day, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace.